You know when something is working perfectly fine, and there's no logical reason on why it shouldn't be working all of a sudden? Well, that's what happened to my Elgato. So I can't record any Brawl Stars gameplays right now or anything like that. I physically can't record with it. There's no reason why it shouldn't be working. It just stopped working out of the blue, and I can't do anything with it. So for now, I'm just going to resort to slapping old gameplay in the background and talking about things that involve the game. So today we're going to be talking about how long will the game stay popular. And for that, I can tell you that I don't really know. It all comes down to how the Supercell team actually takes the game, because right now it seems like most updates are really tiny and they don't really change anything with the game at all. Like after a week of the update, the game is just the same. There's not really anything different. There's only been a few updates that really changed the game, and one of them was the second star power one. And at the same time, at the end of the day, it doesn't change much at all. Like after they all come out, a couple weeks go by, we'll probably all be bored. I don't really know how it's gonna go, but I feel like it might take the same path that Clash Royale did, where they keep adding too many of the same things, but then they don't balance the old things, and then everything kind of goes out of whack and really unorganized and everything like that. I'm hoping that's not what's gonna happen, but a big point that I want to make is that Brawl Stars really needs a bigger team. And of course, they're not gonna watch this, they're not gonna listen to it. Either way, the game needs a bigger team. Like a game like Clash Royale, I'm sure that's way easier to code than Brawl Stars. I'm pretty sure that they've said that before multiple times. Since Brawl Stars is a harder game to code, and in general, just a harder game to make, like it requires a lot more than Clash Royale and Clash of Clans. That being true, results in updates being really tiny, and big updates taking forever to make. And for a game that gets really boring, really fast for a lot of people, you need good updates, and they need to come pretty frequently. But of course, since they're used to having a small team on all their games, they're not going to get a bigger team, even though like in the end it'll probably make their game blow up if they have a ton of good updates. Now I'm sure a lot of you think that Brawl Stars is like a really big game just because you play it, maybe all your friends play it and everything like that, but compare it to a lot of PC games or just a lot of console games, anything like that, Brawl Stars is like an ant compared to those. Like go on Google Trends, I'll show you a picture right now, it's not even close. Like you can't even see the bar compared to other big games like Minecraft, Fortnite, anything like that, you know? Even compared to smaller games, it is still way down there. That's kind of why I'm making a video, because I recently found that out, because you know I was like, oh, all my friends play Brawl Stars, you know, these YouTubers are getting pretty good views, but then I realized it's not even close. Another reason why we're talking about this is because, like I mentioned before, Clash Royale is really dying off. I haven't really touched it in a while, and I haven't really seen that many people talk about it in probably the last year, and I wouldn't want the same thing to happen to Brawl Stars, but I can't give any pointers to them because they won't watch, and even if they do, they won't take anything in consideration like that. But back to the main point, how long will Brawl Stars stay popular? At this rate, I don't think it'll be that long. The only way that I could see it staying popular is either if they make a bunch of really good updates within the next year, or if they put a bunch of tournaments like they're having one right now, and they make that pretty frequent, so then players actually want to get good at the game and get a good team and win those tournaments to get money. But besides the tournaments, the main game right now, like the progression is really just boring in general. Like there's no fun to it. It takes forever to unlock different things, and all around the progression in the game is just really boring. So that is probably going to drive new players away and mid-game players away a lot, and I'm sure it already has. So at this point, really the only thing that's keeping players in is waiting for tournaments to come back up. Though I gotta say, the star powers have been fun, and personally I do like the new trophy road just because I'm a casual player, you know, it's more fun to not be able to tilt as much. That's just for me though. I know that a lot of competitive players don't like that, but I actually do, just because I don't want to go competitive in that game. It's just not my thing. But Clash Royale's progression is a little bit better than Brawl Stars, and Clash of Clans is the best. That's why Clash of Clans hasn't died off yet, because it has fun progression. Any game like that actually like requires progression in order for you to unlock new things, if the progression itself is bad, then the entire game is just going to be bad for people who don't spend money. Anyways, with that out of the way, I just got to get back to the main point. I really don't know what's going to be holding the game up for the next year or two. I feel like it'll slowly die off unless they get some good updates out that don't just add one brawler, maybe like a couple skins and a couple remodels. If they add like a lot of new things, like new modes, maybe campaign things, or in general things that change the entire game, those will be good updates, and those will probably revive it for a good while. But if they have a long streak where they don't add anything like that, then it'll die off, and then they'll have to make another big thing. But in general, it's going to be like a weird cycle until the game just kind of dies off like Clash Royale is right now. It's kind of sad to say, because I've been on this game since literally day one. I downloaded it the first day that it came out beta, and I've been enjoying it for a really long time, but right now I literally only play it for recording, or if like somebody who only has that game wants to play it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, and let me know your thoughts on all this. I know it's a pretty weird discussion to talk about with a game that you probably love, and I'm not trying to hate on the game or anything, because like I said, I've been playing it since day one, and I think it's a really cool game and a really cool concept. But truth be told, it needs a lot in order to stay popular. Anyways, again, hope you guys enjoyed, and with all that said, I will see you guys later, and have a good night.